signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun? Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy?
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
You know what? Let me put it here, but what I'll do, I'll separate it with another video. This will be a different video. This is James O'Brien, okay? That will be a video by itself. But I'm going to continue recording. I decided to cut it from video 1, and then with that, I'm going to add, if I have time, an article. Before I start playing this video of James O'Brien, I'm editing this video a day or so after I recorded it, is that the thing that James O'Brien have said on this segment that he did is very telling in terms of the mood of, I guess, people of the country who has a good mindset of what's going on, who doesn't get how do you call this, who doesn't buy the nonsense that the tabloid are saying. So which means the monarchy is paying attention to what James O'Brien is saying. The reason why I'm saying this is that the day after I saw this video, I don't know when it was originally taped, but the day after I saw this video clip on Twitter, the monarch come out and said the queen has COVID. So they are playing with the sensibility of the country. So if O'Brien is saying what you're gonna hear, I don't wanna preview it, you're gonna hear it, is that they are playing with people's sensibility, because right now people are upset of what the Queen is doing in terms of paying off rape allegation that Virginia had brought against Prince Andrew. So majority, it seems like, because I'm from the outside, it seems like the people of the country, majority of them are upset about that sort of payment. They want to know where that is coming from. So to ease everybody's mind, in a way, they come out and say the Queen has COVID. Now, I'm not sure what the future holds, but I do not plan on covering the COVID issue about the Queen, because what I've already said is on my community board, and I do not want to come out so like insensitive, because many of these people in the UK, they lie. Okay, it's not in their nature to tell the truth. So just in case, if it is the truth, because the way that I'm feeling about it, I do not want to retract my word or something like that. So whatever I've said is on my community board, but I will not cover it on a video. So with that being said, let me play the video for you. All right. And by the way, there is part 1 of this video. I had to cut it. I have like an hour plus on part 1. So I had to cut it at some point. So there's a part 1 of this video. James O'Brien nails the exact way I came to view the monarch. I was a confirmed Anglophile when we lived there. Shaking my head. Okay, James O'Brien explained why he feels sorry for the Queen, and an epic apology involved that Cotton and EastEnders. Let's see here, 4 minutes and 11 seconds. I hope it's not the same video.
His decision was to use those utterly unearned points he was born with for what he considers to be good work. And that, I think, is why he's different from the rest of them, and is why he's worth being called special in a time of deceit, in a time of universal deceit.
I'm assuming, because this is the first time I'm listening to this, I'm assuming he's talking about Harry. Let's see here.
Deceit, telling the truth, is a revolutionary act. And if the royal family, as we're really recognizing today in a way that we rarely do, if the royal family isn't a construct of deceit, universal deceit, the divine right of kings, it's God's will that a king sits in a palace while many of his subjects starve. It's the most epic con job ever, really. And in a time of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. Now, that's true of a peasant shouting abuse at the palace gates. For the king's son to be describing it in such terms, or to be coming close to describing it in such terms, is astonishing. And thinking about it may explain the vitriol unleashed on him and his wife even more than her ethnicity.
So he is talking about Harry and Meghan. All right, so I had to stop somewhere. I'm sorry.
That just became a rather convenient issue around which the usual suspects could gather. That's the point. I mean, Prince Harry could never do anything that shines a light into the silliness, for want of a stronger word, of the royal family compared to what his uncle has done, what Andrew Windsor has done. And yet...
Yeah, there it is. I love listening to him because of all other presenters in the UK. Well, I don't know most of them, but at least some of the presenters that I come across, he is the most significantly intelligent, telling it exactly how it is. James O'Brien. All right? I'm glad he kept with his truth. All right, let's continue.
We're not capable. And it's scary, even if you find everything I'm saying completely true, you might also balk at the idea of changing anything drastically. It's scary, How many people would want to knock their house down and start again? Very few. It's scary. But days like today just remind you that giving fealty, is that the right word? Fealty? Fealty. It'll never be on Wordle, will it? 6 letters. Fealty, deference, kneeling. Have to curtsy when you meet her.
Huh.
Her own family have to curtsy when they meet her. All of that. I never try. I just go, that's a bit weird. That's fine though. Yeah. Studied it.
That's the thing. When Meghan, when they said that at the Oprah interview, I was like, what? Even privately, you still have to courtesy to her? What the F is this? You can't really walk normal around these people. You have to watch yourself, or you're doing this right. I mean, that's not the way of living. Oh my God, I'm so happy they get out of there.
Yeah, divorce beheaded died, divorce beheaded survived. Been studying it for years. And you stop on days like this and think, look, the mother of this man, if I meet her, I'm supposed to bow. Oh, and then Tony Blair's wife didn't curtsy, so they threw her to the wolves.
Wow. I didn't know about that.
Tony Blair's wife refused to curtsy when she was at the palace. I think she did. I may have misremembered. And that was the story. Not, we are a country in which you're supposed to bow and curtsy at this person for no reason other than an accident of birth. And on a day...
Because of an accident of birth. That is true. I mean, I think, wow. He's making whoever the blind Brits over there, the blind ones should be listening to him and process certain things that's going on. Why this has to be this way? He's right, James O'Brien.
Day like today, it just all falls away, doesn't it? It falls away like peeling paint. And what you're left with, what are you left with? This man's mum is the head of state. She's forking out 12 million quid to silence a woman who's accused him of the worst imaginable crimes that we know were committed by two of his mates, one of whom he was still palling about with after he'd been to prison.
A few moments later.
Were committed by two of his mates, one of whom he was still palling about with after he'd been to prison.
Okay, that's Epstein. I've said it in other video. He knew exactly who Epstein was, and he was even advocating for him to get good deal with the government. Okay, and he still hang out with him. And that was one of the things that I think it's one of the videos regarding the court documents that I brought up. Okay, go on app, you Team Sussex. He's right. He is right.
Listen, I feel sorry for the Queen in the sense that I would feel sorry for any mother with a son like this.
That's true.
But I don't know that every mother would reach for her purse. It's a bit like Doc Cotton, isn't it?
Oh my God. Each time I think of this now, a while back when I started covering the Sussexes, I went on a long rant about the Queen. The only reason I didn't put it, I decided to delete it, cut it out, is because I am a mother. Okay? Because I am a mother. Because I don't understand how someone could shelter their children to get to that point. And then still at 60, he's a grandfather and she's still sheltering him. Okay? Enable him to behave this way. I mean, I understand very well. Okay? No, but even myself, even my kids, I don't even know how my kids are going to turn out to be. But at a young age, you need to correct them when they do something wrong. But these kids, the Queen never stopped them when they were doing things wrong. Everything is yes, 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 yes. This cannot be. All right. So this is what I'm getting from James O'Brien on this one here.
So Nick Cotton comes around and says, come on, Ma, just another couple of £100. I feel sorry for Doc Cotton in that context. That's the same sort of sympathy that I feel for the Queen today. In fact, it's identical. The sympathy I feel for the Queen in her dealings with Prince Andrew is exactly the same as the sympathy I feel for Doc Cotton when nasty Nick was up to his shenanigans and unpleasantnesses. But at some point, you sort of render or recognise that this is a national issue. It's not a family issue. This is our country. We're always told, oh, we need the royal family. There's such a...
That's right. He is absolutely right. He is absolutely right.
Great figurehead for our country. They're such a great standard bearer for our reputation abroad, and they're such a great catalyst for trade. And hello? McFly? Really?
Like I was saying in one of my videos, and I said, as an outsider, I'm not in the UK, the kind of reputation the royal family is showing the world is very nasty. And this is exactly what James O'Brien sort of said here. Let's see here. I rewind it a little bit.
Recognise that this is a national issue. It's not a family issue. This is our country. We're always told, oh, we need the royal family. They're such a great figurehead for our country. They're such a great standard bearer for our reputation abroad. And they're such a great catalyst for trade. And hello?
Okay.
McFly? Really?
Okay, this is why sometimes when I'm saying my thing, and I say for some Brits, but yeah, They're not doing a good job at representing the UK at all. Okay, hi Bonnie, I agree. I've been on since high school. James is the best. I listen to this full show sometimes. He always nails it. Okay, absolutely. But the problem that's going on with the UK, the good Brits, the good moral value Brits, they stay silent. That's the problem the UK has. The good moral quality human beings, the good Brits, the good moral quality Brits, they stay silent and they let the immoral people talk. Look at when what's this guy was bashing Meghan every day on national television until one good one put him in his place and he walked off the stage. Okay, so this is the thing here. Those people who showing like they're freaking monsters, once you face them and you tell them exactly that it is, they can handle it. All right, so that's the thing here. James O'Brien is right. Let me see what other people say under there. Okay, I'm not gonna read all. As you can see, it's a lot. Let me see here. Okay, this man's mother is the head of state. She forking out 12 million quid to silence a woman who has accused him of unimaginable crime we know were committed by two of his mates. Okay, he's right. Okay, so true. A queen sits in her palace where many of her subjects in the Commonwealth starve. When I read things like that, is the fact that her subjects starve. The thing is that they keep on voting for the same people to put them in that situation. That's the thing here. Is the most epic conjurer ever, really. Harry pointing this out to the world is why they went after his wife, using racism to evoke hatred in people and unleash vitriol toward her. I mean, as much that they keep on attacking Harry and Meghan, guess what? They're shedding light to the nonsense that's going on here. People who probably will turn a blind eye probably will pay attention to things now. And I told you, whenever elections come, what did they do? They threw the race card. Okay, so true. A queen sits in a palace. Okay, I just read that. Have had to turn off as he been constant for 90 minutes. Yes, we get it. And yes, we agree. So move to another subject. You see, there's one of those. There's one of those. And then you have 9 people who like that. They want to stand that nonsense. Let me see. There's 14 comment here. There's that. He's more friends of Andrew and Fergie. Sorry, but we're not moving on. Who takes the queen's granddaughters to Pedal Island? All right, so there's that. No one courtesy or kneel for the Dutch king. Okay, I don't follow them, so I don't know. They're talking about the British royal family, but no family member ever had to courtesy or bow to the Dutch king. His mom, grandmother, great-grandmother, actually his grandmother strongly discouraged people to courtesy, claiming it was not protocol. Okay, like I said, I don't follow them. This is the prestige thing that they set for themselves, and then we're going to see it crashing down like a ton of brick. Afterwards here, and I move on. Oh, she's forking out a lot of money, a lot more than 12 million. That's just the payment to the charity. There are still millions in attorney's fees for both sides and the private settlement to Virginia. The queen enabled her son. That is true. They've paid out plenty of women before Virginia. Carefully, what gets me too is they say, oh, let's pay to save the Jubilee, not let's pay to stop the ongoing suffering of Virginia and solidarity for all the abuse victim and Epstein orbit. The Jubilee, let that sink in. Pure cabal. Yeah, yep. Droning on and on, we get it. How many times do you have to say the same thing? There's these people. All right, with that, let me move on to the next one. All right, let's see this one. Oh my God, I have a lot to share with you. I don't know when I'm going to edit all of them. There's this here. After reading how they wanted to use Prince Harry, that Cambridge Christmas card is going to haunt them a few years from now. There's another thing that I wanted to read. I don't think it's going to fit in there. The Guardian. This one here. Let's see here. Prince Harry does not feel safe in UK. Lawyers tell High Court. Let's see here. How big is this? Okay. Let's see here. If I don't finish reading, you need to register. Okay. Maybe I'll do that. Let's see. I'll do it later. Okay. So They asked me to register. I said I'll do it later, but I get to see it. I'm gonna leave this in the description. I'm almost 2 hours here, but there's gonna be some stuff cut. It's 2 video on this one. All right, so let's read this. Prince Harry does not feel safe, and UK lawyers tell High Court. All right, so this is new. All right. Legal hearing challenge Home Office decision to prevent Duke from paying for police protection when visiting. All right, Prince Harry, quote, does not feel safe, end quote, when he visiting the UK, a place that, quote, is and always will be his home, end quote, his legal team have told the High Court. His desire to return to see family and friend was emphasized on the first day of a legal hearing related to his claim over the Home Office decision not to allow him to pay for police protection for himself and his family while in the UK. The Duke of Sussex wants to bring his children to visit from the US, but he and his family are, quote, unable to return to his home, end quote, because it is too dangerous, a legal representative has previously said. Ahead of main hearing, the Royal Court of Justice were told on Friday that both sides agree, quote, on the vast majority, end quote, of proposal that some matters concerning arrangement for the security of public figure in the UK, including royal, should remain confidential. All right. Referring to the Duke's claim over the House Office decision, Shovid Fatima QC said, quote, this claim is about the fact that the claimant does not feel safe when he is in the UK, given the security arrangement that were applied to him in June 2021 and will continue to be applied to him if he returns. Okay, quote, and of course, it should go without saying that he wants to come back to see family and friends and to continue to support the charities that are so close to his heart. Most of all, this is and always will be his home, end quote. Yeah, I was right about this. There's still businesses doing over there. All right, Prince Harry lost his taxpayers-funded police protection when he and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, stepped back from royal duties in 2020. Let's make it clear. I think he insists he didn't want taxpayers for this, and he was willing to pay for them. Okay, the couple privately fund their security in the US, where they now live. His concern followed an incident in London in 2021 when he returned to the UK for the unveiling of a statue of his late mother, Diana, Princess of Wales, and his car was reportedly chased by photographers. Okay, the ground on which the Home Office will seek to reject the prince's claim also emerged on Friday in a skeleton argument that was circulated. Wow. Okay, it argues that personal protective security for the prince is still considered by UK authorities on a quote, case-by-case basis, end quote, due to his, quote, exceptional status, end quote. This depends on the reason for his presence in Britain and the function he carries out when present. They also argue that Prince failed to appreciate the role of Home Office and the Royal and VIP Executive Committee, right, task force of civil servant and Scotland Yard officers, quote, as an expert and democratically accountable decision makers, and quote, on matters of protective security. A ruling by the judge is expected at a later date after a request on Friday for certain details, including witness statement, to remain confidential. Oh, so there's more going on because, because of his status, they have, my goodness, may he win this review. This is not a lawsuit, by the way, just to let you know. This is not a lawsuit. This is a review where he wants police protection because some of the things that his security in the U.S. can do in the U.S., they cannot do in the UK. So therefore, he's requesting that special protection. And the main thing is that he's willing to pray for it. All right. So now I'm going to do a prayer, probably 2 prayers because there's 2 videos in this video, in this recording. Prayer for what? Prayer for protection. Let's say prayer for protection, and let's make sure something for him to win his case. When he's reviewed, this I'm just going to review. Okay, review. Let's see what comes here. 20 powerful prayer for protection and safety. Okay, when you are overcome by worry, use these prayers of protection. Let me just do an image. let's do this. All right, there's a key at the door. All right, dear Lord, now that I'm leaving my home to go to work, I ask you for your divine protection on the road. Protect me from accident due to a vehicle malfunctioning or a reckless driver. Do not allow any injury come near my body. I think that's the thing here, the chase that he was getting. Open my eyes wide open and remove any distraction, Lord, so I can pay full attention on the road. Protect me also from crime. Frustrate any plot against me. Cover me under your wings and hide me from the praying eyes of criminals. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. I think this fits perfectly for what Harry is seeking for the protection. All right. What was the other one that I was thinking? You know what? Let me just stop because there's another video that I want to make. So that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Thank you.